Funky friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Amy, aka Funky Mama 0703. Today we have a meme scene. So let's see what we got in our memes today. The parent one. Instructor, welcome to our summer with kids preparedness class. Our first lesson is how to apply sunscreen. Everybody grab an angry raccoon. How many of you have had that instance with your kids? Totally relate to that. Getting them to settle down, especially when they're little. It's impossible, but it's kind of funny. It's a jokey. This one is kind of, yeah, we've been there, right? Okay, folks. Next one is that risk you are afraid to take could be your change in, or could change your life. It's totally true. We hold back when we are a little afraid, but it's amazing how things could affect our lives and change our lives and make our lives better and more amazing. Sometimes we have to take that risk, and it's not something that we feel comfortable doing because, of course, people don't like change. But this is one effect where change is what you may need to do. If there's something in your heart, let me know. We can talk about it. Maybe I can help you affect a change. Otherwise, hey, just take that leap and do what you got to do. Next one is no response is a response. It's a powerful one. Remember that. I've had that experience several times in my life where an individual, I responded something and they didn't, or I asked a question and they didn't respond. It does hit you because it's like that's where you realize that maybe they weren't as into you as you thought. They weren't as friendly to you as you would have hoped. There's a lot of ideas that come through in a non-response. Sometimes it's just that they don't get to you. So don't always take it the way it is, but also remember, depending on what the subject is, it's something you might need to discuss and work on because it is a response of its own. The next one, avoiding certain people to protect your emotional health is not weakness, it's wisdom. So true. There are certain people in our lives that are going to be poison to us. To our hearts, to our souls, to our minds, to any part of us. We have to protect ourselves. Nobody else is going to protect us. And if there is somebody out there that is not quite being fair to you or not quite being respectful of your wishes or your desires or your statements, avoid them. I've had to avoid a couple people because they were poison to me. And as sad as it is, because I'm an outgoing person ordinarily, there are certain aspects that I can't deal with simply because of what they've done to me and how they make me feel. So avoiding it is wisdom. It really is. Time really does seem to fly as we get older. It's because we've forgotten to stop for a while to enjoy the time. And it's true. As we get older, we get so much into all the stuff that we have to do and think about what we need to do and what we need to get done yet, that when we get to the point that we forget to have fun and we forget to enjoy the moment we're in. We tend to look ahead as opposed to enjoying the time. That's that whole thing from last year where we did the mindfulness and that type thing. Take time to reflect on where you are, not where you're going or where you've been. Think about where you are right now and be in the moment. Enjoy what's going on around you and just take the time while you can. All right, Johnny Cash said this. This is the next meme. There's no way around grief and loss. You can dodge all you want, but sooner or later, you just got to go into it, through it, and hopefully come out the other side. The world you find there will never be the same as the world you left. So true. Reflecting on losing my father and how things have changed because of his loss. It's true. You do tend to... you're not in the same world after you get through it, and you have to allow yourself to go through it because it'll just drag on and you'll have those feelings always there. You need to go through it and feel it and let it go. You're always going to remember that person. You're always going to love them, but the pain just won't be there as much as if you just hold on to it and haven't let it go yet. So definitely realize your world is going to change, but you got to enjoy the world that's there. And the big thing is suffering. Go through it. Next one, true happiness. Realizing that your kids have turned out to be great people. So totally happy that this one is in there simply because my kids are turning out to be good people, and I'm really, really happy about that. And you don't know how that makes me feel, knowing that I've done something right. They each have their own issues, each have their own problems, but oh my gosh, it's so good to know that they've got great hearts and that they love the people around them, and they try to make the world a better place for them. They may not always do it well. They may always may stumble and have some slippage, but for the most part, they're good people. Our next meme, I got a lot of long ones here. Hate no one, no matter how much they've wronged you. Live humbly, no matter how wealthy you become. Think positively, no matter how hard life is. Give much, even if you've been given little. Forgive all, especially yourself, and never stop praying for the best for everybody. Well, everyone. So this is a good life to live by. Something to think about. Definitely want to make sure that you are wishing the best for people, and just basically be a better person than what they've done to you, or how they've lived with you. Basically, the whole idea is you be better, and that makes you a happier person. The whole positively, that's that positive thinking that we had last year. We're going to keep it going this year. Just remember to keep positive and keep on the up and be happy and realize that things go bad. All right, like today's society. Sure glad the hole isn't on our end. And it's funny because they're in one boat, and of course they're both, all the ones on the end are bailing. Just the way people think today, I think. We like to look at other people and say, yeah, at least it's not happening to me. And so little of a chance that it's not going to happen to you somewhere down the road, if not sooner. And you look at that and it's like, yep, that's truly, they're all gonna have to deal with it, but they're in their little world and they're happy. And don't ever save anything for a special occasion. Being alive is the special occasion, which is, again, very true. We tend to try to save the best for things that come up and that are better. We don't want to live life for the moment. This is, again, living life for the moment. We shouldn't put off. We should always say whatever we want to do at the moment, or whatever we need to do at the moment, and not hold off, because you never know when something's going to come up and you're not going to have that special occasion in the future. So do it now. Don't hold off, and don't save it for that special occasion, because that special occasion may not come. Your life today is a special occasion. Your anxiety is lying to you. You are loved and going to be okay. Anxiety is a terrible thing. You all know that. I'm sure everybody's faced it at one point or another. It's easy to back out and not worry about it. The thing is, anxiety is going to tell you all this terrible stuff, and it's going to make you not be part of life. The good thing is that you have the ability to enjoy your life now and deal with the things going on. Your anxiety is going to tell you to back out and be afraid and not be part of. And you need to realize that you're going to be okay. And no matter how bad things get, as a human being, you will make it through, and you just need to hold on. A lot of people have taken things into hand and done hurtful things to themselves and to the people around them because of their anxiety. And anxiety is a terrible thing. I mean, I have suffered from anxiety a majority of my life. My daughter has anxiety. My son has anxiety to some level as well. People around me have had anxiety. So I'm not trying to preach, and not have lived it. I also understand that, anxiety is going to tell you terrible things. I went to work 15 years ago, 18 years ago. The last time I'd worked, even more than that, actually. Before I started at the job I have currently, before I had my daughter, 21 years ago. When my last job there, all the jobs I had before that, basically every day I went into work, I would hear, or I would think, they're going to tell me that would be my last day working, that I was going to be fired. So my anxiety was telling me terrible, terrible things. my anxiety was telling me terrible things and trying to destroy my happiness, and I let it. If I had had the ability at that time, I probably would have gone on some type of disability simply because of the way that I viewed my life. Um, but that wasn't something that was a regular occasion. So now I'm in a happier, better place, and my anxiety doesn't quite say the same things. It says it still talks. It still talks, and I do have a lot of struggles. I have a bi-weekly coloring group, and I know sometimes um, my anxiety makes me not want to put the group together to color. So that is where my issue is. Sometimes I freak out, and these are people I know, people who are also introverts, and I realize that my anxiety speaks up about letting them into my home and being a part of that. So sometimes I have to struggle there too. The one thing I can say is don't let the anxiety take over, and persevere over the anxiety. Don't let it take over, or don't let it destroy your life. Anxiety will do terrible things to you, and it will scare you and cause you issues. It'll get you lost. So again, um, don't listen to what the anxiety is telling you. Do what you have to do to muddle through the day, and do what you have to do. Step out. The whole thing of taking the chances. Your anxiety is going to tell you not to, but you can. You should take the chances. Think positively. Be a nice person to other people, and realize that they have different issues, but they may have different issues, but they also have things going on in their lives that you need to be loving to them for, and hopefully they'll show you a little bit of love as well. Off my soapbox now. Just want to let you know I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate your watching and following through. I'm going to keep this up as long as I hear or am able to, and as long as YouTube doesn't come after me for COPPA or whatever, because I don't plan on anything being questionable, but you know how it is. And this is an anxiety I've been dealing with is the whole COPPA situation. I did those videos last year about it, and you know about it. You know how I feel about it. But it is what it is, and I will keep going until I get slapped on the wrist by them. So comment in the bar below. I'd like to hear what's going on in your life, what you need to talk about, how you're feeling, how you're making it through this first part of the year. It's February, so we are in the second month already. Let me know what's going on. Comment, like, and share, and also subscribe if you haven't yet. If you have and you think I've got some content that a friend or family member would like, put that in there or have them subscribe. I'd really like to see more names jumping up. We're at 15 at this point. I don't know. I don't know how much bigger I want to get, but I kind of like the fact that I've got 15 people watching me. Anyways, all right, guys, have a great day. Thank you for stopping in, and hey, talk to you next time. Bye-bye.